There's a very famous psychological experiment called the ultimate game. And here's how it works. They take two people. Person one gets $100 in $20 notes. And they have to make a decision. How many of the $20 notes are they going to give to the other person? Now, person number two can accept or reject the offer. If they reject, both people lose the money. So if you were to say, I'll give you 0 and I'll keep 100, of course that person would reject that and then neither of you get any money. If you said, I will give you 20 and keep 80, now that seems like they should obviously accept that because they get $20, but you would be absolutely shocked in the experiment how many people punish person number one, even to their own detriment of $20 for being so selfish. So people have this inbuilt feeling that if it's not fair, they're not going to accept the deal. So the most commonly proposed is the 60-40 split. So most often the person who's person number one will keep 60 and they'll give 40 to person number two, and most often that is accepted. However, I asked my multimillionaire friends who are entrepreneurs and successful business leaders, what split would they do? What would they be offering to person number two in this example? And in the example, they all started saying the exact same amount. And it's the same amount that first came to my mind as well. And that is that in this game, I would give all of it to person number two. I'd give 100% across. Now, why? Why would I give away 100%? The reason is that for me, it's worth more than $40 or $50 or $60 to have someone who wants to owe me a favor. I know that there's something called the Law of Reciprocity. The Law of Reciprocity basically says that if I am generous to you, you're gonna feel like you wanna be generous back to me. So I'll do you a big favor, I'll be super generous to you. I know that that will come back to me. I trust that that will come back to me in spades. When I launched my very first company, I used the Law of Reciprocity. I arrived in London, I put on a dinner party for 28 people. I paid for everything. I invited all these people to dinner. And at the end of the dinner, I invited people to meet up with me and to discuss a partnership. Out of 28 people, 26 people decided that they wanted to help me with my business launch. And we ended up going on to do millions in revenue in the first 6 months. So the law of reciprocity works. Here's a question. How could you use the law of reciprocity more effectively? How could you give more value, trusting fully that if you give value to others, they will feel a compulsion to be generous with you as well?